Thank you for joining me today. Let's talk about 5 secrets that professional real estate investors know and use when they finance their buyers. My name is Jim Glasgow. I'm a real estate investor and have been for more than 30 years. I'm the author of How I Made Millions in Real Estate and How You Can. Seller financing is profitable. Seller financing used to be a normal part of the real estate business in the 1980s and the 1990s, and a lot of the professional real estate investors made that part of their exit strategy. It is great for retirement. The fact is you can get more for your house and get a higher rate of return if you finance the buyer. And most people don't even think to ask the seller for finance, and most sellers never think to offer seller financing, but it can be very profitable. Secret number 2, you can add 10 to 20% to the price of a house if you finance it for your buyer. No appraisal is needed. Therefore, it's just what you, the seller, and the buyer agree to. When you're offering financing, you're adding value because a lot of people are looking for seller financed houses for a multitude of reasons. Real estate investors' secret number 3 when they're financing the buyer is that many buyers cannot qualify for a mortgage. There's a market out there, big one, 55 to 65% of the people on any given day who would like to go out and buy a home cannot qualify for a mortgage. That means a large market exists for seller financing. They don't qualify for a multitude of reasons, one of which is self-employed. If you're self-employed, it's much more difficult to get a mortgage, and if you can get one, it's at a much higher rate. And there's a lot of people that they either don't have the documentation, just moved into the area, too new on the job, have a little ding on their credit, or a multitude of other reasons. And that's a market that you can tap into. Real estate investor secret number 4 when you're financing your buyer is you can get a higher interest rate. I know the typical mortgage today is 4 or 5% interest, but you can get 10 or 14% interest. And the reason is you're offering the buyer the one thing they need, and that is financing. They often think that, oh, well, I'm only going to be in here short term. As soon as I can get squared away, I'm going to refinance and get rid of this higher interest rate. And the buyer looks at it this way. I'm paying rent at the apartment complex and getting a stack of receipts. Here, at least I'm building equity and can save up for a down payment and refinance at a later date. What's important to your buyer is the amount of the monthly payment in comparison to the rent they're paying. It's not the interest rate. Even though they may ask about the interest rate, it's not the deciding factor, and that's the secret of number 5. Real estate investor secret number 5 when you're financing your buyer: dependable passive income. Carrying the mortgage or being the bank is a low delinquency rate business. People pay their mortgage. They have to have a place to live. And if you do repossess it, you get to start over, and often at a higher price with another down payment. So don't let that bother you. In the 30 years I've been in this business, I only had one repossession. So I hope I piqued some interest. We briefly covered some of the secrets. There's some more, and there's some more videos out with some more 5 great secrets of different parts of the real estate investor business. So please look for those. I have real estate courses. They're available. They're $59 each. We have priced them that way to be affordable for everybody. These are some of the categories. Put 2 or 3 or 4 of them together for that part of the real estate investing business you're interested in at the time, and take the rest when you feel like you need to. So make yourself wealthy as a real estate investor. That's what these courses are designed to do. You can find those courses at the email address there, www.jeglasgow.com. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you make yourself wealthy as a real estate investor.